Hello, lovely people of the world.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
This is Justin and Sarah, and in this video we'll talk about week 20, 21, and 22 pregnancy update.
Yep. So today is Thursday, September 13, 2018, which marks the last day of my week 22 of pregnancy. Sorry if my battery is low. My battery, not the camera. Not feeling too well today, but yeah, get to that. The symptoms. What do I have for symptoms? I had sharp sudden pain to both my hips when I was walking, and every time I would bear weight, I was like, I think I dislocated my left hip, and then I tried bearing weight on the right. Nope, I dislocated my right hip too. My sister was explaining to me, she's like, it's like your hips are kind of widening and loosening up to make way for baby because baby's growing, and I'm like, that's lovely. I was also experiencing cramping on my lower back, which were sharp and achy intermittently. So Justin would, like, such a sweetheart, he would massage my lower back and kind of go like this while I was lining up to pay up at the Disney store. Towards the end of week 20, I started feeling throbbing pain to my a-hole. Justin's like, am I reading this right? I hope baby's not kicking my a-hole. But anywho.
She's trying to come out of your a-hole.
She's like, there's no way out, the front way, so I'm gonna go the back end. It's like, my body hair growth has actually stunted altogether. Not just slowed down, but like stopped almost. I guess I'm lucky. Baby girl helps me stay all nice and smooth and silky. On our anniversary, on August 26, 2018, you know how in the previous video you would see how Justin and I went back to our wedding ceremony venue just to celebrate our first wedding anniversary, and we had dinner together, and then we were just sitting on the couch watching TV, chilling, and then all of a sudden I was like, honey, can you put your hand on my belly? I think you'll be able to feel baby this time, because I felt the kicks were getting stronger. So then he did. He put his hand on my belly, and I'm like, right here. And that was the very first time that Justin felt, baby girl, move, or kick. How did it feel?
I feel like I'm a daddy now.
Oh, so all this time he didn't feel like a dad. No. So that was a milestone. I had to mark it in my calendar. I started feeling baby girl kick around 19 weeks, but he didn't feel her kick until 20 weeks. Alright, so that's it for my symptoms for week 20. Now I'm gonna move on to symptoms for week 21. I ate a lot of tamarind. For those Filipinos out there, we call it sampalo. That's what I've been craving. And all of a sudden, I felt burning sensation right here. Right where I would say my diaphragm was before. I have no idea where my diaphragm went at this point. Baby's just occupying the space, right? I noticed that when I would lie down on one side, on either side, left or right, in bed, that side would cramp. So if I were laying on my left side, my left shoulder and left hip would cramp. So then I'm like, okay, now I have to reposition to the right side, and now my right shoulder and right hip would cramp. And I'm like, there's no other position that's safe, because if I were to lay on my back, which is contraindicated during the second and third trimesters of pregnancy, I'm like, that's just gonna hurt the baby. Like, oh my god, there was just no comfortable position. I had breakouts recurring on my face. That was week 21. Week 22, my symptoms were, I've never felt this kind of pain my entire life. You know how people go like, rate your pain from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst imaginable pain that you've ever had in your life? That was it. I was like, if I could rate it 11, I would rate it 11. So it worried me a lot, because I was like, oh my goodness, don't tell me I'm going into labor, because this is how I would guess labor pains feel like. I've never been in labor, but because the pain was so bad, I was like, oh my god. And it was in a contraction, like in a wave. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm having contractions. So yeah, we went to the OB that day. Thank goodness it was in the morning. I told her about how I was having excruciatingly painful contractions every 5 to 10 minutes, and that I was also unable to walk much because the pain was really debilitating. It was so painful that I couldn't even open my eyes. I told the doctor about that. She kind of looked a little concerned. It's too early for baby to come out. Why are you having contractions? And she's like, it could be just a fibroid. And she was asking me all these questions. She was asking whether I noticed my water breaking or leakage of clear fluid down there. And I'm like, no, And then she was asking whether I noticed any bleeding or bloody show. I told her no. So she's like, okay, just lie down and I'm going to inspect. And then she was sort of palpating with her hand on my baby belly. That's when she kind of noticed I was grimacing when she was palpating on my lower left side. I was like, is this sore when I touch it? And I said yes. She said that she could feel something there. It could be the fibroid. I guess she could sense a mass. And then I tried to feel it too, and I'm like, oh yeah, there was something hard and round just sticking out right below the baby bump. She just wants to make sure everything's okay, so she's going to do an internal exam. Well, Justin was there. And I was like, huh? Sure, do whatever you want. And then it was pretty much like a pap test. She's so funny. She's so blunt. She was like, I'm gonna insert the speculum now, and it's gonna be uncomfortable because it's gonna feel bigger than a penis. So it's like, wow, I love this doctor. So she puts it in. That did not feel bigger than a penis. TMI. I'm like, did not? Oh well. But I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to be inappropriate. There was a doctor and go like, are you sure it's bigger than a penis? Like, what kind of penis? But yeah, because it was not uncomfortable. I was just like, oh, she's already in there. And then she was like doing some swabs and just like, yeah, I'm going to send these swabs to the lab and then we'll wait for the results, which usually takes about 2 business days. I'm like, okay. She used her gloved finger to assess my cervix, and she said that she thought she could feel the internal os, which she shouldn't be able to because they want our cervix to be as long as possible. You don't want it to be short because then that means any slight contraction will just push the baby out, you know? So she's like, yeah, I'm just going to send a sample of your urine to the lab as well just to rule out bladder infection because she could tell I was in pain. So then she said, I'm going to send you guys for an emergency pelvic ultrasound. When I heard ultrasound, I was like, we're going to see baby again. Honey. But then she's like, not till 1:30 in the afternoon. Is that okay? And we're like, ooh.
The doctor's appointment was 9 in the morning and I'm supposed to take my wife to doctor's office and then about an hour later I should be able to get back to work. But when the doctor said we need to take an ultrasound appointment on the same day at 1:30 p.m. that's when I started, texting my manager at my work saying I'm not going to be actually making it to work today. I'm just going to take the day off because I need to take care of my wife and to drive her to ultrasound today. So that's what I did. We went home and then came back out to the ultrasound appointment at 1:30. At that point I wasn't allowed to go into the examination room. I was told I had to stay back in the waiting room. So I did.
So he wasn't allowed to go in. And apparently she said because it's a medical exam, he's not allowed to be in there. So I was curious. I was like, so what exactly are you guys doing today? And they're like, oh, we are going to examine you and your parts in your pelvic region. And I'm like, oh, okay, got it. But they're going to use an ultrasound machine to do that. So she was examining. She's like, I could see your bladder is nice and full. She asked me to turn over to my side so she could see my kidneys. And to my surprise, she brought the probe up here, right here. And I'm like, why is she there? So I was like, so were you able to check my kidneys yet? And she was like, yep, I'm right there. I'm looking at your right kidney right now. And I'm like, why is my kidney up here? Guys, my kidney's up here is what she's telling me. I was like, what? Okay, so generally speaking, anatomically speaking, your kidneys are supposed to be down here. Like on either side of your spine, lower back, right? So I was like, what is going on? How did my kidneys float up here? And she was like, yeah, because, when you're pregnant, your baby kind of takes up the space there, so your organs move up. So that kind of makes sense. When I was having sharp shooting pain to my upper right back, I was like, that could be the kidney. Oh, she did a vaginal one too, guys. I've never had a transvaginal ultrasound done. And that day, I was baptized. It's like, a lot has happened down there. It's like, first the OB inserted her gloved finger, and now I'm having a transvaginal probe of an ultrasound entering me. So she handed me the probe. She's like, here, I'll let you put it inside of you. Oh, this is happening. I'm not gonna be chicken. I'm gonna stay calm. I'm just gonna let this happen. I'm doing this. So I put the probe inside. I was like, okay, I just put the tip in there. Are you able to maneuver from here on? She's like, oh yeah, I could do the rest. So she did the rest, but I did not feel like she went in further. I felt like it was still in the tip of my, hoo-ha. I just let her do it, and I was like, is it, are you gonna go in any further? She's like, no, I can see the fibroid actually from here. I'm like, oh, right. And then she's like, I'm gonna pull out. And it took her a while before I felt the actual probe come out. So I was like, oh my god, the probe was already deep in there and I didn't even know. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna send the results to your doctor and you'll hear back from your doctor about the results. So I'm gonna have you clean up and empty your bladder, and then I can go call your husband because we're gonna see baby now. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, so you said he's in the waiting area? I said, yeah. His name, Justin. Same last name, I told her. I figured I have to tell her about the last name because otherwise, well, this is what happened. So anyway, honey, you were in the waiting area.
And I actually fell asleep sitting there. And then I heard somebody call out Justin. I didn't even turn my head because I thought they're calling out another client or patient named Justin. And since I'm not a patient, they should have no idea what my name is. The fact that they're calling my name doesn't make any sense. So I didn't respond. I just went back to sleep. And then the person who was calling Justin went back into the back room. I didn't think much of it, and then 10-15 minutes later,
I came out.
Yeah.
So what happened was she was telling me, I don't think your husband's there. He must have, taken a stroll or something. Can you call him? And I was like, my phone is with him, so I can't call him. Or, you know what? How about we do the ultrasound of baby first? And then I will leave a video on the screen for him, so that by that time we're all done, you're already dressed, and then you could call your husband to come watch the video. I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing that because I don't want to take up too much of her time. She's not in a hurry. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Thank you so much. It's just that he took the day off work, and I really want him to see it. So yeah. Maybe I'll take a peek in the waiting area and make sure he's not here. The moment I opened the door to the waiting area, he was right there in front of me. Yeah, he came back in, and that's when I said, ta-da! There's the screen. There's a video of baby Park. She had her mouth open and an O. And then she closed her mouth. I think she yawned a little bit, and he was like, oh! Him and his sound effects. He's like, oh. According to the ultrasound tech, baby girl's heart rate is 130. It's that very same morning, right? When we went to the OB, our doctor did a Doppler on my belly, and she's like, yeah, 140. And the ultrasound tech said 130, and we're like, wow, within the same day. So yeah, Justin's theory is that maybe baby girl is sleeping, so her heart rate dropped. I thought they said baby girls' heart rates are faster than 140.
You're still stuck on the...
I'm still stuck on that. I was like, how did we beat the odds? But yeah, old wives' tales, right?
Old wives' tales don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
What just happened? What just happened, honey? Did you just come up with a song? Did you break into a song? What was that?
It's a song. It's an existing song.
Okay. Yeah. Very same day, we got a call back from our doctor. She's like, okay, so first and foremost, baby's looking super healthy. She looks great, so we're not gonna worry about her. She said that the ultrasound showed that my bladder looks great, my kidneys look great, everything looks great. She said even the cervix apparently looks nice and long, so she's not worried about any preterm labor. She still cannot explain the contraction. She's guessing that maybe it's the fibroids that's causing the contraction or labor-like pains. She's saying that, it's most likely degeneration of the fibroid. OMG, y'all, I had to look that up. By the way, our OB told me to start taking 1,000 milligrams of extra strength Tylenol every 6 hours. I don't want baby to take any Tylenol. And she's like, it's super safe in pregnancy. And I know it is. It's just, I've been anti-medication all this time. So... yeah, because the pain was unbearable, she's like, just give it a shot. It's better than you having to suffer. So I took it, and the whole entire Wednesday did not work. Thursday did not work, which is today. Did not work. It doesn't work. So I was like, lovely. So I called the maternity clinic again. Our doctor asked us to start on extra strength Tylenol, the highest possible dose, and it's not working. My contractions are still super labor-like and excruciating. Is there any way I can get a sick note because I am unable to walk? Are you able to give me a sick note to cover for today and tomorrow? And she was like, yes. we can do that. That's it for weeks 20 through 22. I'm hoping to hear back from the doctor's office tomorrow about my urine culture results and the vaginal swab or cervical swab results and all that stuff. So yeah, tune in for that, I guess. Oh, total weight gain. For week 20, I took the scales at 117.6, which is a weight gain of, oh sorry, never mind. I lost weight. 0.4. I lost 0.4 pounds from week 19. Week 21, I took the scales at 119.6, which is an entire weight gain of 2 pounds. 2 pounds. For week 22, I took the scales at 122 pounds, which is a weight gain of 2.4 pounds since last week. At week 22, it marks that I weigh exactly 10 pounds more than my original pre-pregnancy weight. From 112 pounds, I'm now 122. That's awesome. I'm already more than halfway there, so I am good to go. We've been getting a lot of requests from our viewers about our PO box address.
Address is PO Box 27019, Tuscany PO, Calgary, Alberta, T3L2V0.
Feel free to send whatever it is you like cards of encouragement or whatnot, and I think a few of you have mentioned that you want to send gifts for baby girl Park. And I'm like, oh, that'll be so sweet, but please don't feel obliged to send us anything. Please, you know, if you want to, you feel like it will light up our day and that's just the type of person you are, you're more than welcome to do that. But just please don't feel like we're forcing you guys to send us anything, all right? Because we appreciate and love you guys no matter what. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks, you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.